And we're back in action, man.
Hey,
My name is Zay. They say it twice if they love me 2 times.
it's Big Ta, the biggest.
We got Tata back in here. Ain't
Hey
that
guys.
crazy?
Yeah, sorry, I've been gone.
And we back under the lights. Under the sun.
Where we should be.
It's feeling good, man.
Nah.
We got a quick little episode for y'all today. We had some questions. I had some questions, a random little questionnaire survey I did on the IG. So y'all are involved in this video today, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna go quick over the results of the questions, and then after that we're gonna react to a video. We're not gonna watch the whole thing, but we're gonna get our little takes on it and then be about our way. So
Yes, sir.
here we go. The first question that I had on there was, do modern women prefer to lead or to be with a leader? What you answer, Tata?
I think I said lead.
For sure. I would agree that it's lead, and it's honestly crazy to me that this is the case. Like,
Really?
it's crazy because it's like, it's expected. It's not crazy like it's unexplainable, but it's just crazy that that's the generation that we live in. That's just the
I
times
figured,
we live
though.
in. I figured, that's what I'm saying. I kind of expected it, but
gender roles are only gender roles because of history.
I
You know
just
what I mean?
feel like now females don't really care to be in a relationship with a man they respect, which is the one
Respect?
that's the one that they would let lead them. You know what I'm saying?
Respect, you have to respect your partner, I think, to be in a healthy relationship. Respect might not be the word.
Respect, not the word.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like if you feel
You
like
mean
could-
respect
you'll
enough
get
to let-
tired of walking all over the nigga. You know what I'm saying? If
Yeah,
you're
but
leading,
what
like,
about vice versa?
niggas
he
don't get tired of that?
Yeah.
No,
Niggas
that's what
do.
they want to do. Because 9 times out of 10, if you're with a good man, a decent man, he's trying to lead you in the right direction. He's not trying
Same
to
with the
make the
female.
boat sink. I mean, it's just different because I agree. I'm
It's
not
just
saying that
female.
a female is incapable of leading. I just think men, obviously, for how long we have been groomed to lead a relationship. So that's the only reason why I say that.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Gender roles are only gender roles because of history.
Well, yeah, I guess. All right, we're gonna move on to this next one.
I think I didn't answer 2 of them because I couldn't
Yeah,
decide.
That was funny. Some people answer what they want to answer.
Yeah, it's because I couldn't
But
decide for some reason.
That's another story. In today's society, do men present themselves as worthy of loyalty?
Yeah, I said no on that
You
one.
said no.
You know I said no.
That's
perspective,
I figured
though.
the answer was gonna be majority no. I would say
Yeah.
no. Honestly, I would say no because I don't think that a lot of men
Present themselves. Present isn't really the part of it because even if they are loyal, like they don't present themselves as loyal just because they try to like
It's not
make
loyal,
themselves
though.
seem
It's
as I'm
worthy
he
of
like
loyalty, like worthy of someone like feeling like, okay, I actually would be willing to risk my, you know what I'm saying, my shit that I
Yeah.
got going on for you.
no, yeah. Are they worthy of loyalty? As in, like, or do you think a girl should be loyal to them?
Right.
Yeah, and I'm saying present is the part. Like, if men presented themselves differently, then I think so. But I think just society kind of not even pressures, but like kind of just makes it seem like men have to like be the biggest, be the like I have all these like materialistic stuff. I'm better than all y'all. Like, and if that's because you know how you always say we never go for the nice guys.
Yeah, and that's what I was just gonna say is like you also have
Yeah.
to think about what men are we talking about, because the men who are actually not really presenting themselves as worthy of loyalty are the ones who are doing, you know what I'm saying, all this shit that they got going on.
Yeah, that's why I
And
think it's
those
the
are
present
those
part.
are the ones that females are basing their opinion of this question on. But
Yeah.
the majority of men, if you really think about it, the
I mean, not
average
majority.
man, no, I'm gonna say yes, it is, because the average man is not gonna be able to attract the average woman in today's society.
Average and average, yeah.
No, y'all want something that's
Average
yeah,
and
y'all be
average, I think
dreaming.
so.
Y'all be dreaming. No. Y'all rather not settle and be alone than.
But there's also a lot of really pretty women that are with, I mean, not pretty and like just good women that are not with men that, and I see that a lot often.
But how long
recently.
does that last though?
Shoot, I can name a couple marriages like that.
Okay. Well, a couple is not the majority, so
Yeah, but vice versa, I couldn't name a
would
couple
agree,
men with
I would
women that
agree
are
with the results of this, though. I'm not
would
gonna
not.
lie.
Yeah.
It's honestly, yeah, it's getting ugly. But shit, we got the next question for the females. The same question for the females. Come on.
Oh,
man.
there was a female one next.
Yeah, it's the same question,
Oh, I don't remember if I did this.
and I would. It's the same. It's damn near the same results, and I would agree with this too. I don't think that most females present themselves the way that they go about their day-to-day life and on social media as worthy of loyalty, of someone investing all their resources and time into them, just for them to be wanting to be in a relationship but still seem available all over IG. And, to me,
Yeah.
that's just what I'm saying.
It just seems 50-50 to me on this one. I know it just sounds bad because I always agree with women and not men, but I'm just low key a men hater. I'm sorry. That's just me.
And it's crazy because there was a few. Most of the time, it was females saying yes or no to the men aren't, and saying yes here.
I
and
would
most
do that.
of the men said no to the, or said yes to the men and said no here. So
Yeah.
I mean, it was kind of like obviously what you gonna get. But yeah, I agree with this too.
I think it should be 50-50 on that one.
Okay.
Women are a little more presentable, loyal. Like present though, Isaiah. Like men purposely present themselves as nigga, I'm a player so that I can get bitches.
Yeah, because
and like
if you don't present yourself as that, then you're seen
as
a square, and you're not gonna get the type.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Present is the point.
Pool that you want for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This question right here,
so
speaks volumes to our society now. I'm not gonna lie.
That's facts though. Like everyone knows that.
I mean, it is facts, but for the fact that people would rather, you know what I'm saying, about half of people are more interested in having fun, which I guess I get it. We're young, I get it, but yeah.
No, that doesn't necessarily mean that.
I just think it speaks volumes to.
That doesn't necessarily mean that. It just says it's toxicity itself. Not saying we want to be toxic, but if you are toxic, is it an attractive trait? And that's no, it's not. But maybe for fun, yes.
Exactly. So
but I'm not saying
people are more interested in. They don't even care if it's attractive or not. But for fun, they'll do it because it's for fun. It's like you just disregard.
Yeah, but I don't think
disregard your whole. Values.
I just think like that's for like if that's what you want to do with your life, then you know I don't know how to explain it.
I mean, yeah, if you want to have, if you're more interested in having fun,
but that's not what you specifically look for. It's like a toxic.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's fair. This one is. I don't even know why I really asked this for real, but
because
if I'm being honest, I never heard of femininity being labeled as toxic. It's always toxic masculinity, not toxic femininity. You know
no, toxic masculinity is its own term. It's like feminine.
Exactly, and I've never heard the opposite of that.
Because like it's not that.
So femininity can't be toxic, but only masculinity.
No,
can?
That's what I'm saying, Isaiah. It's its own term. That's like what we were just talking about. Black Lives Matter, White Lives Matter. Like Black Lives Matter is its term. Like even though White Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter was the term. That's what like toxic masculinity is. Like it's its own term that was like defined. Like actually, like toxic femininity was not like you know what I mean. I don't know how to explain it.
How would you define toxic masculinity though?
I mean, personally, for me,
if it's a term, how would you define it?
I mean, I don't actually know the specific definition. Like, what's the definition of Black Lives Matter?
I just want you to. Well, you're the one who said that Black Lives Matter is a term. I ain't never said that.
No, you know that's a term. Like Black Lives Matter.
I mean,
like,
it's a cause. It's a movement. I don't think it's a term.
Is White Lives Matter though?
That's a statement.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's two. You know, but I was just saying that as an example of that's different things. You know what I mean? Like that's the same as toxic masculinity and like toxic femininity. Like it's just not that. But toxic masculinity is really just men using their masculinity to their advantage.
So females can't do that either?
No, females can, but men just do it more. Yeah. No, it is labeled as toxic, but men just do it more, and they do it to the point where it's just on a higher scale. Like men have a little more power in America.
Whoever does it more gets the label.
No, they have more power in America.
So whoever has more sex get to be labeled a hoe.
Power. That's what it is. It's power. Like Black Lives and White Lives.
Okay. Well, next question. Within a relationship, do men and women want different things from each other?
Yeah.
It honestly blew my mind that people were saying no. I'm not gonna lie.
No?
Why would people say that I don't want different things from my female that she wants from me.
They might
She
just
wants
think like
protection, you know,
Yeah.
provision in some ways. She wants me to. I mean, hopefully she will want me to lead her. I don't really want to be led by a female in a relationship.
Oh yeah, so y'all don't
But,
want the same things?
Yeah, I don't think that we want the same things from.
Yeah,
from
I
each
agree.
other.
We don't want the same things, but people might have said
Some
no.
people do though. I think the people who, the women who want to lead a relationship are the same ones who are saying men and women don't want different things from each other, because they're the ones who think that is a plausible way to go about a relationship. But honestly, 9 times out of 10 it don't work. If y'all are both chasing the same thing, then I mean,
No, but also like I remember in my past relationship, my mom and my grandma always used to be like, what does he do for you? And I always just say like, we do different things for each other. Like
right.
I may buy him food or go get him something because he's busy all day, but he supports me emotionally when I'm sad. Like,
right.
And that's what I need. Yeah, and that's what I need sometimes is, I need you to be there when I'm sad, but I might not need you to run errands for me.
Females' femininity and males' masculinity complements each other. But
that's why it would be different.
Start labeling it toxic and stuff, that's when you start throwing confusion in there, because who's to determine what's toxic and what's this?
But that wasn't even what the question.
I mean, yeah,
but that's why people would say no though, is because like people are different. Like especially love language wise, like sure. You might want something different than what your partner wants for real. That actually makes sense. I should have said no.
You don't think that people want different things from each other?
Oh wait, no, I do.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand why people would say no. But if people want the same thing, I think it's the females who believe that they can lead a relationship, and it would be like, okay, well, you listen to me when I say this, but then I'll listen to you when you say this. And
maybe the same things are just
always have to come to a compromise. But in there's no business, real great successful business that has 2 CEOs that are just sitting here debating on what. No, it's one man, make the decision quick, boom.
No, there are some businesses like that.
Okay, there are some.
Yeah,
I'm talking about the majority though. I'm talking about successful too.
No, yeah,
This next question though,
nobody could do it on their own.
Huh?
Nobody can do it on their own.
I'm saying, but there's always one person who has a final say. If it comes down to it, it goes down to the highest person, and it's that person making the decision. And other people might work on it, but this next question though, is having an inflated or exaggerated idea of self helpful or harmful to a partnership? And I mean, I'd agree with the results here too, because I think it's way more harmful than it would be helpful.
I mean, there would be no reason why it's helpful.
I mean, I could see if it's like, but I mean,
you're
the main one who's fighting for this confidence shit. Like,
no, yeah, confidence is different.
But if it's inflated confidence, then because I mean,
a lot of females be exaggerated idea of self means like you're delusional down there. That's how I seen it.
I think confidence, it's like cockiness. I think that's kind
of and I don't think confidence is cocky. I think it's maybe conceited.
So you don't think some of these females are delusional to how confident they be out here?
Maybe, but yeah, you're right in the sense that I do believe in that confidence stuff, though, especially for females.
We're not safe, but at the same time,
I really do believe.
I think it's a lot of females because females, I mean, they swear they're independent, but they don't think independently. They all be on the same type of time, but same even lingo, same motion, same moves, same niggas. Like,
but even if you think that self, this is talking about a partnership specifically.
Yeah, it is.
So even if you think that of yourself, like I still like don't see how that would be helpful to a partner.
I agree. I agree 100%.
I mean, maybe it could though, because like no nigga really wants a really insecure female, like to the point where you're like, oh no, I can't go out in this, or I look ugly every day. Yeah, like nobody want that for real.
Nobody's trying to hear that all day. Yeah, that's facts. But yeah, that goes both ways, but facts. We finna jump into this video. This is it's complicated, bro. He got some bangers on there. Every single video is a banger, so y'all gotta go follow, like, comment, all on his shit too. Shit.
If women have been historically oppressed, where did the expression "ladies first" come from?
Cause let the bitches go. You gotta let the ladies go first. The ladies, look at her. Like, look, why wouldn't you let her go first?
We real bad bitches. You gotta let a real bad bitch go. Like, it came from men believing that women are so, like, I guess, dainty and fragile that they put women first.
That's facts.
Because that comes from misogyny,
well, especially
the patriarchy as well.
Especially because he said oppressed.
Okay, you're talking about her right here? What she just said?
Like the person that asked the question said, if women are known to be historically oppressed, so that's a fact.
Okay.
That's why she said that. Like, because you guys think we're weak because we're oppressed.
I mean,
oppressed by who?
Oppressing
Men.
someone. I think oppressing someone. If you oppress someone, if you really think they're capable of more than what you want them to do, really, I don't think it's.
I mean, if you're
weak.
smart like that.
But what I was finna say is, ladies first is a term like y'all be mad when a nigga don't act chivalrous, or y'all be mad that chivalry is dead or whatever. But then y'all say that it's because we see you guys as weak. Like, I don't understand that. Like,
I think it's certain parts. Like, ladies come first.
We see you guys as more precious and more valuable than ourselves. We're just the
that's
workers.
A good point of view.
You guys are like the.
But I don't think that's what most men think.
Possession.
No, that's a good point of view, but I just don't think that's what most men think.
That's fair,
and like she said, being weak, that's literally, I mean, that's honestly how I see most men. Like, they just look at you like you're not even less than, but just like you're not as like inferior, strong or intelligent, or just like, so they'd be like, yeah, that's what I think.
What is patriarchy, and why do so many women complain about it?
Patriarchy is outdated and non-existent.
Okay, would you agree, though, that it's defined as a system of society or government in which men hold the power and women are largely excluded from it?
Okay, yes, we're talking about like 1600s England.
All of the rules of our society were created by men.
Is that like
all
of the positions of power are held by men, for the most part. And every aspect of how our society functions was decided by men.
I would say that the patriarchy is a system put in place that helps white men specifically, right?
Okay.
I feel like that's
in putting them into positions of power so that they can continue taking care of the system instead of dismantling it. Anyone who has a real opinion and goes into the system trying to fix it is silenced, and that's a fact.
That is a fact.
Why do people believe patriarchy was built by men to serve men if men are victims of their own design?
That's an excellent question, because guys sometimes don't think of it. There are sensitive men out there, and they get they do get put down for it.
If we live in a patriarchy, why are men held more accountable than women?
Well, because
what you think about that? Or you think
that's true? What does a patriarchy mean?
He just said the whole definition, but it's basically where men are seen as like the men make the rules and do all that, and kind of keep the women as subclass, basically.
So you answered your own question. That's why men get more held accountable.
I guess that's fair. That's a fair way to put it. That's a fair way to put it.
We're the forefront of things. We're always going to be the forefront of things when we go to war.
I mean, that's honestly why I asked you what it was. I honestly knew what it was.
Presidency and all that when it comes to status, the highest level of status.
I think in today's world it's different, because it's not the same as the patriarchy that y'all say that it is today is not the same as it was back then.
Well, yeah, so because we're constantly trying to break it down.
I mean, yeah,
to try to get equal rights.
Exactly. I mean, not constantly trying. Y'all have already done that. You can't.
No, we're still trying.
You cannot name one right that you have that I have that you don't.
In this state, maybe not, but yeah, in southern states,
I believe it's a responsibility.
Because we're men. Like you said, we do. You said we designed everything. We do everything, so everything comes back on us. The blame.
Is that male privilege or is that male responsibility?
Male responsibility.
So why do so many people think we have male privilege when we actually have responsibilities that women don't?
Damn.
That's another thing. How you said I couldn't name one right. That doesn't even matter, because societally people look at men different than women. So even if it's not written in a book, the way you look and your perception.
Women don't look at women differently. So you're saying men look at women differently?
Well, yeah, for sure. But also men look at other men differently, and women look at men differently.
I mean, I think the thing is, women have decided to change, and they expect that men are supposed to just change to every single thing that they want to change to, but that would break the barrier of having different perspectives.
No, I feel like women are trying to morally make shit right now, and men are just like, no, you can't do that. We already have all this history and all this. Why would we even break that? We've been cool this whole entire time. Why are we even? And women are like, man, we need equal rights. Like, we've been cool this whole time, oppressed.
Like what though?
I mean, just in general in life, like how men can sleep around with 5 girls, and a girl can sleep around with 5 men, and the man is not a hoe and the girl is. Like, that's just society stuff. That's not maybe written in a book, but that's just the way society compares men and women differently. That's what I'm saying.
We're gonna do this one more time. Tala, if you take the shame out of it 100%, you ban every single bad name for
I'm
a
never
female,
gonna change my mind on
female. If you take away the shame, if you take away her even being classified as that, she's still going to have the same problem of not being able to find the man that she wants, because she has still done more than what men want her to do.
But that's the point. You're only focusing on what men want you to do. What about what I want to do, nigga? I want to do whatever I want. I don't give a fuck about you.
And guys want to do whatever they want.
Yeah, and I'm not living my life for a guy. That's the point.
So you're saying that's basically me. I should tell you, okay, you should accept a nigga that's just sitting on the couch 16 hours a day playing the game.
And we do. But that's just not my personal thing. But at the end of the day,
how long does it last though?
That's just not my personal thing. I don't know how long that lasts.
Over the head.
I don't know. I'm gonna go home and fucking think about it, because that's a good ass question.
If we live in such a patriarchal society, where did all these laws come from that protect women and punish men?
That's a good one too. That's a really good one too. Honestly, I feel like it would probably have boiled down from either men that have like more of a feminine mindset, not to be like offensive, or like just men that have daughters and wives, and just I don't know where to make that specifically not for them, but like essentially for them, to not only protect their daughters and wives and stuff, but everybody's daughters and wives.
I think that's true too.
Do you
that
think
she put that a good way.
Is the cause of gender roles, or is it the result of gender roles?
Gender roles are natural because of physiology and biology.
Right. Men were the hunters and women were the gatherers, right?
Yeah, I think it's kind of caused by, if you look at like the 1950s, the 60s American nuclear family, it was very definitive on what the gender roles of the man and the woman were, which I think has definitely contributed to the way we view a patriarchal society today and how we're trying to transgress from that.
Do you think patriarchy is the cause of gender roles, or is it the result of gender roles?
Result.
Historically, weren't men in the
what
productive
you
sphere?
think, Tata?
Both.
Okay.
Women were in the reproductive sphere?
Absolutely.
I feel like in that point in time, it was more so like, ladies cook, ladies clean, ladies take care of the babies, while the man handles, all the outside business, takes care of bringing in the income and all that fun stuff. So I feel like that's where
it's literally just because we have the babies.
Isn't patriarchy just the natural evolution?
That's why history started that way. Like, if men have the babies, it'd be
because
reversed.
not every woman is reproducing. Not every woman wants to be a woman. Not every woman wants to have kids. So if you're putting women in this position where it's only put to reproduce, then you're silencing every other voice that we have. We're not only here to reproduce, and men aren't here to be laborers. So when you put it in,
that's what I'm saying. Y'all be like, damn, they're trying to blame niggas for the fact that we don't get pregnant or we don't reproduce. Like, y'all be trying to use that against us. Like, that's something we can even control.
That way,
I mean,
what are you saying?
I don't think she was trying to do that.
Babies?
Well, did I ever say all women are all men? I'm just generalizing and saying.
Yeah, you're generalizing, and that's an issue.
Yeah, generalizing.
I'd argue.
Yeah, but if we can't generalize, then we can't even have a common consensus.
Yeah, so she was saying her opinion on the generalization of it.
She said that's the problem. You generalized, so she's against generalization.
Women were
I don't think she
involved
said
in
that.
some critical invention.
I thought she said, "Yeah, you generalized."
That's an issue.
That's an issue.
Women are all men. I'm just generalizing and saying.
Yeah, you're generalizing, and that's an issue.
I don't.
Patriarchy is just the natural evolution of men and women just giving into their expected roles.
Of course.
Yes.
So why is patriarchy seen as such a bad thing?
Why?
Women always expected men to provide.
Because they're the devil.
Isn't the idea of patriarchy oppressing women based on a false premise?
Of course.
If women have been historically oppressed, where did the expression "ladies first" come from?
That's a good question.
I feel like he answered his own question. I just feel like he's asking people that because
honestly,
he knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he answered his own question.
The women were the softer.
I was saying, is that an O for Oregon?
Listen to
So
them.
they treated women softer and fairer. They weren't. Their place wasn't. They didn't need to be doing anything professionally because that wasn't. They were too soft for that. They were needed to be cared for. So that was where the whole.
I don't think that's what it was, though. I mean, maybe.
He's saying women didn't.
He's saying men thought of females as like they were softer and they needed to be.
They
cared
did,
for.
yeah.
And like, I think that's but I don't think they think about it like that
anymore.
No,
or they used to
anymore. That's what I'm saying. But even back then, I didn't live back then, but I don't know if they were thinking, oh, they're soft.
But that's
they
why
need to
when
be cared for. I think it's more like I have to go out and risk my life, so I need you to stay and take care of the dwelling. You know what I'm saying? And our seed.
As opposed to what?
As
them
opposed
seeing
to
as
just
weaker?
like seeing them as softer.
I definitely back then they seen them as weaker.
I mean, back then though, you guys are a liability as hunters.
But they
and
actually
gatherers.
thought they couldn't physically go hunt. Like,
no,
I'm gonna be honest.
It's just you guys are
a woman could go
liability.
physically hunt. Come on.
A man is way more capable though.
Capable, or is just gonna come to them easier? Or what do you mean capable? Because a woman is just as capable.
The average man is way more capable of.
I think it would just come easier.
Lasting on an island, deserted island for 5 days than a female is. You don't think so?
I mean,
Maybe
men might
tripping.
be. Men might have more.
Nowadays, it might be.
I was just gonna say, men just might have more natural instincts, but women are smarter. That's just that's how I feel it.
She's standing and dying on that.
Yeah, women are smarter.
Opening the doors, which I actually do support because it shows respect for women.
It was always like, oh, you need to find you a man that does this, 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 and this. But it was never, people weren't teaching their sons like, oh, well, you need to have a wife that does this, this, and this. Make sure you have a girl that does this and this. It was
that's
always,
facts. And that's this day too. Women always, bro. You know how much growing up I heard, cover your shoulders, don't wear that, don't, cause of what? Because men are finna look at me like that. And if I was in a room full of women, I could wear booty shorts and a fucking bra and it'd be cool. But it's just because of men. How much do men here? Oh, don't look at women that way.
You act like we're not a part of society.
That's crazy.
There's ways in which we have to conform to y'all's actions and stuff. And there's ways that in normalities, and there's ways that y'all have to confide to ours.
Yeah, and the fact of sexualization, especially at a young age for a woman, that's the fact that you have to speak the fact that you have to tell your daughter that, as opposed to just telling your son, don't look at women that way, or just because a woman does this, son, or just stuff like that. I just feel like women get that talk way more of, you can't wear that, you can't go out like that, you can't say that, you can't do this, just because men are going to sexualize them. I mean, that's just that.
Men are out here telling their sons, "Yeah, go grab her booty and make sure."
But they don't tell them not to. But they definitely tell women not to do that.
If they get caught up doing it, they're not gonna sit here and say, "Go ahead and do that again." They're gonna say, "No, that's not shit."
If they get caught doing it, women get told that before they even leave the house
to prevent. That's risk mitigation.
So why don't they tell their son that to prevent that before it happening?
You could not prevent anything like that from happening.
Why do you think that?
Because people have thoughts. There's no matter what, everybody has fantasies. Some people are going to act on them. Some people are not.
Why can men walk around with their shirt off, but women can't?
At the end of the day, there's no measure that you could take to prevent somebody from wanting to fulfill a fantasy. If they're that destined to do it,
yes, you can. Parenting.
No, there's not. You can do your best. You can do your best.
And we don't even try.
More focused on girls finding the most perfect man, the most chivalrous man, the man that's going to do all this stuff for you. But I feel like it really shouldn't be about finding somebody that provides all this stuff for you. It really should be about finding somebody that you guys can really make shit happen together and just elevate together. It shouldn't be about like, oh well, I provided this and you don't have to provide anything. No.
How can a society that always places women first be called a patriarchy?
We don't ever
paradox.
So then, what are we talking about? We're the same argument where you say, "Nigga, guys be talking about ladies first because we're weaker in this," but then now you're saying we don't say.
I meant ladies first, and in a sense of
chivalry.
Yeah, like actions wise. I meant this ladies first. I took it as they didn't say ladies first. Wait, did they say ladies first specifically?
Am I gonna act chivalrous for a girl who's gonna have however many other dudes acting chivalrous for her?
How would you know?
Huh?
How would you know?
Because, like you said, if you want guys to be chivalrous, so if every guy is being chivalrous, then am I going to do the same? I mean, am I going to put the same amount of investment?
How would you know that other guys are being chivalrous towards her?
How would I know?
Yeah. How would you know someone's being chivalrous towards her? Because all you get to experience is that one, you and them.
But it's still the fact that you're doing the same shit with other guys.
How do you know that?
Because that's the day and age we live in today. Yes or no?
But then we'll think the same thing vice versa. That you're doing the same thing with every other girl. Just being chivalrous to every single girl in your life.
Exactly. So why do it? Why go the extra effort if I know if you don't, I know that she's not she's getting it from other guys, or she potentially is getting it from other guys, and you have that idea that
so you're saying you shouldn't
the same thing, huh?
So you shouldn't be?
I'm saying all we're doing is we're like putting up a wall to like, okay, we're not going to take things serious only because I think that you're going to fuck up and you think that I'm going to fuck up. So just because of that, we're not going to be serious. But we can fuck though.
So as opposed to that, what do you do?
Actually be serious with someone and be monogamous.
And it's the men that are constantly or more often don't want that as opposed to women.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, the woman wants that more.
But so y'all act like y'all don't though, and y'all fight for sexual freedom and do all this and say
I don't know about
you just said a girl can't fuck 5 guys and not be called a hoe. That's what y'all are fighting for and advocating for. So then why would a guy who's obviously, whether you do it or not, he's going to be looking for sex?
I think that's 2 different subjects. If a woman really wants to settle down with the man, then that's why. If not, like if that's just what she wants to be with her life, then that was the point I was making. If we do want to do whatever we want and men want to do whatever they want, there shouldn't be no double standard to why one is a hoe and one isn't.
The double standard is the fact that you guys don't care if a guy has a high body count and we do.
No, I don't. But that's the double standard we're trying to break.
How is that a double standard if that's just a preference?
We care too, though. We care. We do care.
You guys like.
We just settle more.
You girls look like you girls like niggas with money, and we don't care if girls have money. It's the same difference.
No,
yeah, how is that not facts?
I mean, well, let me speak from personal experience because literally no nigga has ever done that ever to me. I've never cared about money. That's number 1 because every nigga has been broker than me, and number 2. They've never cared about my money either.
That's the niggas that you're fucking with. Nigga.
They did too.
Wasn't taking care of you. I mean, y'all were in high school. He
no.
wasn't. I
took way more care of him.
Okay, I mean that's high school though. We're talking about
now. Every single nigga I've had now, I take care of more.
Well, that's exactly. It's the niggas that you're fucking with.
Yeah. That's just niggas in general to say society.
No, it's not. Tala is not.
Even my friends' relationships, even my parents' relationships, my auntie's relationships, every single relationship I know of actually now, I don't even think, actually I can't even name a relationship I know where the man is more financially stable than the woman. Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, that's ugly for that. That's just...
Yeah, I really can't.
We're not going to sit here and say that the average man is not richer than the average woman. So
no, that is probably true. The average man is probably richer.
Going by numbers in majority.
I'm just saying. Personally,
more men are, but that goes to show that you guys do not fuck with more men than y'all are all going for the top percent of men.
But you just said the average man is more, so maybe we're going for the average.
Huh?
The average man is richer than the average woman, so the average is going for the average, but it just happened to be more.
The problem is that y'all don't go for them niggas. Y'all don't go for the niggas. It doesn't last long. It never lasts. You guys are never. If a guy that you date or take serious is
the big hitters is the one that don't last long.
if his social status is lower, not social, his financial status is lower than you, there's a time clock on it. You're not finna stay with him if he's consistently working a minimum wage job for the rest of his life. If he's content with that.
I mean,
there's
if I am too. If I am too.
A guy does not care if you work a minimum wage job. If he can take care of it, if he can take care of it, he does not care.
So many. I mean, if a man has a good mindset,
she
wants
cares.
If a man has a good mindset, he wants you to grow, develop, determined,
obviously,
be more than something just a minimum wage job forever. I literally do think that the average man now would not accept that.
Now,
a 9 to 5 woman
because of what you guys are preaching for yourselves. I would hope that if you're a strong, independent woman, that you would want to be able to grow on that.
But you just said a man would be cool with a 9 to 5 job for a woman. That's not true.
It would be cool. A man,
but you just contradicted yourself.
A man who can take care of it will not. Really,
he would not be cool with that.
He would. I don't think that it would be a deal breaker. There wouldn't necessarily be.
I don't think it would be a deal breaker for women either.
Because at some point you're going to get pregnant and not go back to work anyway. And if you choose to go back to work, it'll be for this long. And you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he's going to have to carry the financial load for the most part. And maybe not all the relationships nowadays, but in most times, most regular scenarios, that's how it goes.
Wait, did you just say while they have the kids, they got to carry the financial load?
Yeah.
Duh, they better. You know how hard it is to have a kid and take care of a kid.
Here we go.
Like, are you dead ass?
And that's fair.
But the kid specifically, that yes. But if it was just general, no kids allowed, no pregnancy, nothing, then no. But a kid is harder than, I'm gonna be honest. Taking care of a kid is dang near the hardest job you could do. Like being a stay-at-home mom is crazily hard. Especially after you give birth and your body is effed up.
We're really on a tangent.
Consider chivalry to be a female privilege.
Of course.
If we're placing women first all the time, I don't think it would be called a patriarchy, because that doesn't even make sense.
Would you consider chivalry to be a female privilege?
Yes. Chivalry to be a female privilege?
Yes.
I would.
Why?
I would, because I feel like chivalry sometimes has to be deserved. Because I don't feel like not to like talk trash about anybody, but I feel like chivalry is definitely something that should be deserved, something that should be earned. Not saying everybody should be like rude or anything, but like the utmost chivalry, like the opening doors and like doing all that good stuff. I feel like it should be earned.
Right, but don't women kind of expect that on a first date?
I feel like some people do, but that's why you should talk to who you're going on your first date with to really see what they do and don't expect, to see what does and doesn't work for you as your individual person, if that makes sense.
If we lived in a matriarchal society that was run by women, what would the man's role become?
The hard worker.
The hard worker, what they already do. What you think it would be?
The stay-at-home dad, which they would never want to do.
How is he going to be a stay-at-home dad if you get pregnant? That does not make sense.
Pregnant,
you just said he has to be the one.
Pregnant, have the baby, then you go back to work and they take care of the baby. They would not want to do that. No men would ever want to do that.
What are you talking about?
I mean, if the roles were reversed, yeah.
I think men would be completely cool with that if y'all would actually were able to follow through on it. Shit.
Hell no. No. Men would not want to take care of their kids all day.
Not necessarily because he knows that he's not as good socially or nurturing as you are at it. So why would he want to take that?
I'm just saying that would be the opposite role.
That role when
men can't do that.
You're better at it than me. Why would I take that away from you?
So that's a equivalent job to us going out, or just going out with a job. Staying at home mom is equivalent job to going out and doing a job outside the home. Facts?
Yeah. That's y'all the only ones who think that we're fighting to get out of it. So I mean,
it's not equivalent job.
You
taking care of your kids. No, I was asking you the question, and you said yes, and I was saying no. I don't agree. Like I was asking you a question. Do you think that's equivalent?
How is that? I mean, I think that just goes to show that people don't understand how hard it is to
be a stay-at-home mom.
I mean, to be a labor working man as well.
Bro, women literally have the baby, stay at home, take care of it, and then go back to work. And you know how hard that is? Like, are you dead ass? It's literally the hardest job ever is to take care of your kids.
Okay.
I think that, yes.
That's fair.
And we'd be the bitches at home.
Isn't that exactly what we have right now?
You don't think it's harder than like trying to send somebody to the moon or something? You don't think it's more mentally strenuous to send somebody to the moon than? Because
I just think you have a way more emotional connection to your kid. Like your kid is like your whole life, damn near. I mean, for people that really want kids, or like, when you have a kid, that just changes your life forever.
Wouldn't that make it easier? Wouldn't that make you want to wake up and do that every day?
No, it makes it more of a burden on you. It makes it feel like you have to like dedicate your whole life, or you have to make sure they're good before you're even self. And that's why women always go through postpartum depression, or they always start to like just not be cool after they give their babies, because they feel like their babies are just like the whole world now. While the men literally just watch it. Hey, I take care of you for like a day, maybe not a day. I'm casting it, and then they just go back, and they don't even really like be there the whole time while you're afterwards. After you have a baby,
I think this is a clear show of the image that most females have of men, and which is why they act the way they act. And so it ends up getting they end up losing in the long end, because niggas still end up telling them what they want to hear and then just fucking them, and they think it's something that it's not, and then it turns into exactly what they talk about. But if they were serious and were like, you know what, this is how we finna do it, we just go straight, we're gonna lean on your strengths, we're gonna lean on my strengths, and we just gonna go like that, I think everything would be way smoother.
Right.
So why would a matriarchy be any better than a patriarchy if that's exactly what we have right now?
Okay, sorry, I contradicted your question. Too many tequila shots.
I feel like the opposite would literally happen. Women would end up, bringing in all the bread, working all the time, and then it'd be the men that were at home taking care of the kids, cooking, cleaning.
But do you think women want to do all those dangerous, dirty jobs that are typically done by men?
No.
I don't think men do.
Men don't exactly.
No, I don't think men want to take care of the kids at home. That's like literally the first thing I thought when he said that is men don't want to stay home.
If we're being honest, I think especially men today are way more in tune with their emotions than especially niggas in the past. So I think men would, if anything, would be way more capable of taking care of kids nowadays.
They don't want to. Capability is different than wanting. They don't want to stay home.
I think they don't want to because they
don't. Because they feel like they have to go out.
No, because they don't trust that you're gonna be able to handle everything.
No, because they feel like they need to. Yeah, because they feel like they need to be the one to do it. But why?
Exactly.
Why don't you think I can do it? For one, for two, I don't think they want to stay home. Like that's just that they can't take care of the kids. Like I just feel like a man feels like they can't take care of kids, which is crazy because that is your kid just as much as the females.
The thing about that is,
so why don't you want to stay home?
Females take off more time significantly. Females take more vacation.
Press play.
Females have maternity leave.
We have a whole baby growing in us for 9 months.
Do work way less overtime hours. Men are just more like built to work. That's what we do. That's what we're good for. Why do we not lean on niggas' strengths and females' strengths? You're a nurturer. That's what you're good at. You're better than me. I'm telling you that.
Nigga, did you just say we get more time off?
You're better than me at that, and you still want to say that you're better than me at this and this.
Did you just say we get more time off?
Why do you have to be better at both things?
No. I never said better at going out. I said we can do it. And we want to do it. Men don't want to stay home for one. For two, more time off is crazy, Isaiah. You know we pregnant for 9 whole months.
Exactly.
We have a whole ass baby.
9 months that I have to cover. And if I don't have a job at the time, then I'm going to have to find something.
That's not true, first of all. Because my sister is 8 months pregnant. And she's been taking care of herself for 8 months straight. Job every single day. Has not taken one day off. That's for one.
But does she want to do that? Does she want to do that?
For two, because she wants to make money. Because she wants to make money. Because she needs money.
If she had a different scenario, if the scenario could be different, she would prefer
still do it. Because she doesn't want to depend on no men.
No
because men are
woman
dependable.
wants to work.
That's for two. Nobody wants to work. Period. First of all, that's number one.
I don't
men
know
either.
But she,
because she doesn't depend on men because men are dependable. That's number two. Number three, to say that we get more time off, we should get even more than that. That's number three.
You said men aren't dependable?
No, and we should get more time off than that.
Females are more dependable than men? You depend on your female friends more than you would your men?
Oh, actually, yes. But also...
really? Seriously? For real?
Yes.
Okay.
If I were to ask somebody, I would ask my female friend first.
No. Depending on, like you would depend on your female's word or your female's...
my mother.
Friend's... no, friend. Friend, not your mom. Your mom, that's a whole nother thing.
I don't know. I wouldn't depend on none of my friends.
My men friends are way more trustworthy and dependable than my female friends.
I mean, if I were to literally be like right now, I need y'all to pull up right now, my female friends would come first.
Okay, I doubt that.
You know they would.
But if I can tell. I just had this situation the other day. I say one thing that a female don't like, and she just automatically just flips on me. Like, that's how undependable you guys are, that you guys act on emotions.
I don't think that has to do with dependable.
I think that does, because if you can't
Someone's just reacting on their emotions has to do with how dependable you are.
Yeah, because if I can't depend on you
I meant dependable as in a sense.
If I can't depend on you to control your emotions, I can't depend on you to do anything.
No, I meant dependable as in a sense of when I need you, you're there. Yeah, and I really think women are just there more than men. That's just how I feel.
I said the wrong thing yesterday, and now I can't text you to come here when I need you because...
Well, if you were to text her and be like, I really need you...
I could tell my nigga, you're a dickhead.
Because that's your nigga. If it was your... But if you were to say that to me, though, I would be there because I'm your friend. If you're talking about a female that you're actually messing with like that, then she's not going to do that.
I'm not talking about a female I'm actually messing with. I'm talking about a friend.
Because I'm your best friend. So if you were to do that to me, nigga, I'd be there before anybody.
That's different though. That's way different. That's exactly why.
That's
exactly why I'm confused. Why you wouldn't say that I'm more dependable than?
Because just because I've been there
for how long? I've been there. Exactly.
Because I think my mom is my best friend.
I'm not talking about mom.
Wouldn't the man's role pretty much stay
the same?
We're gonna watch
one more minute. We're gonna
doing
be
all the
off
hard
this.
labor jobs?
Honestly, yeah, and then it would just add fuel to the fire because it'd be not only do I have to, or as a man. Not only do they have to go, do all the working and stuff, they also have a wife that's at home, not taking care of the children, not cooking, not cleaning. So then at that point, it's just like, why do you even have a wife?
Exactly.
Can you think of any matriarchies that have existed and stood the test
I
of
gotta
time?
come home and do this shit anyway.
No.
So then why do so many women want to tear down the patriarchy and replace it with a matriarchy?
Because they're not smart. They think with their emotions. They're not. You know what? I don't want to put it on all women, but I want to say that the women that believe in things like that, they're just naive. They're misled.
We gonna end it on that, y'all, man. Tata, you got any last thoughts?
No, I don't think so. But I kept asking, is that an O for organ?
I think that's like Omega or something. Some type of something.
Hotel.
Ozark, nigga.
Ozark face.
Oh, God, but we finna get up out of here, man.
It's late.
It's late as fuck. 1:38, man. It's time to sleep. Yap time is over.
Yeah. See you guys next time.
See y'all next time. We out.